So I started when I was really young. I grew up around music, music festivals and things, and I just got the bug there. I wanted to be the guy on the stage making that music. I wanted the crowd. I wanted the people singing my songs back to me. It was just that's what got me. I was a guest singer at a big music festival in Stephenville, and I got to get up on stage and sing in front of the whole crowd, and I couldn't tell you the exact number of people. Yeah, I mean, it had to have been 30,000 people out there, and I mean, it just felt natural. Hearing those people scream, I mean, you could have said anything and they would have screamed, and it was surreal. It was a surreal moment, and I knew I wanted that forever. Man, just life. Life has been, I think for every musician, I can't speak for everybody, but for me personally, just things that have happened to me, experiences I've went through, marriage, divorce, heartbreak, depression, happiness, good times, bad times. I make it into music, and I feel like people, real people, can relate to this kind of music. So that's why I keep making it the way I do. Never tried cocaine, man. That one was a fun one. So that one was on the Don't Care No More album, and we went down to New Orleans to film the video, and I mean, that was just a fun time. But that song really spoke about the depression I was going through with some things going on in my life at the time, and I really just wanted to capture that. And I've had a lot of people, I mean, the comments on there, I read every one of them. I go and read every one of them. I try to comment back and like if I can, but just hearing the people talk about their experiences with that song, I mean, it just makes you feel like you're responsible now. Like you're responsible to keep doing that, so those people have something to go back and find something else, like bring them up, bring them down, whatever they need. And as a musician, that's your job, and it's neat seeing how many people can relate to this music. Six shooter was a fun one, man. I wanted to venture out a little bit, out of my comfort zone with some of that. I mean, I grew up playing country and blues and things, but I really wanted to capture that nasty southern rock and roll, and Six Shooter came about. It's just a fun song, and I mean, it hits, man. People are loving that one. It's fun to play live. Sometimes I can't do it because I get too wore out at a show, but everyone always asks for that song, and I try to take care of it when I can. It's a fun one. And so this new one, I'm very excited about. How this one happened was me and a buddy were sitting out. We had just got through golfing, having a day. We were sitting around drinking a few beers, and it's Saturday afternoon, and we're talking about, man, we're going to be out too late to be getting up and going to church or anything. But we ended up on a back road driving around, and it was like, man, when I'm on a back road by myself, or I'm on my Harley riding, in the middle of the night down some back country road, that's when I talk to God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to him like man to man, like a friend, and Backroad Gospel just hit me. Like, this is my Backroad Gospel. And I brought it to Mr. Blake Hallmark and Aaron Ratier, and we sat down with it, and I mean, we just went through that thing, and it didn't take us long because it's such a real song. It's just everyone can relate to that. Whether you go to church or sometimes you don't make it, or you don't go at all, but you talk to God on your own time. That's what this song's about, and that's where the new song Backroad Gospel is actually coming from, right there.
That's the chart.
Woo, boy. I dig it. Oh man, so the kitchen tapes. That was Blake Hallmark and Aaron Ratier and myself. We were set up to do some writing. We were trying to bust out some songs, get some stuff written down, and we ended up. Aaron had all his equipment, his computer, like a condenser mic and things, and we just hooked up and started jamming it, and it sounded so good where we were at, like we were in the kitchen. This is all it was. And but the reverb, the acoustics in there just sounded great. So we ended up recording an acoustic version of Backroad Gospel in there, and that was the first run of it at all. And we recorded another one that'll be out soon called Almost to Amarillo, and we're calling that the Kitchen Tapes because it's very fitting. I enjoy my acoustic shows because I can really get with the crowd. I can bring them in. It's more up close and personal. I can really speak the way I'm wanting to, sing the way I'm wanting to, play with my vocals a little bit, have some fun. But now the full band stuff, that's where you get to have the fun. You've got just the bass going crazy, the drums in the back, that rhythm section, just everybody's where they're supposed to be, and it's energy. The energy of a full band show, I mean, there's nothing on this world that can touch it. All the way to the top.
Nashville?
Yeah, we're going to be going to Nashville. I'm going to be making my run there. We got some things going on right now that I'm pretty excited about. And whenever some more things happen with that, we'll come back to it. But big things are happening. People are really digging the music. They're grabbing onto it. And I feel like this is going to be, the next step, the next stage of it. I like soul, folk. I like stuff with emotion in it. So like your guys like your Amos Lees, that's a big inspiration of mine because that's how I try to write. I try to tell that story, whether it's happy, sad, whatever. And I've been listening to him since I've been playing, and guys like Ray LaMontagne. But then you got obviously the Teddy Swims out there, those vocalists, just those powerful, Stapletons and things like that. That powerful emotion. They can be up here with their vocals. They can be way down here. They got the shaky stuff. It's perfect to me, and that's how I try to sing. I try to put that emotion, whether I'm hollering or whether I'm quiet. Those are the kind of things that I like. Man, Travis Bolt is, I grew up in the country out in East Texas, back in the woods, and I'm either on a rooftop bar somewhere hanging out dressed up nice, or I'm on my Harley on a back road in overalls. There's no in between, and constantly playing. Music's my life. So yeah, that's all I am. That's what I am. That's all I'll ever be.